prophecy being fulfilled. No, I don't wanna be killed. Rehearsing the righteous acts real. Yeah, I know the drill. Christ came in, he sealed the deal. Damn, how a heathen feel. Work don't stop when I'm off the clock. Get off work, I hit the block. Fishing for my people, trying to get them to the kingdom. Fly missions, hope they listen. Trying to give them what they missing. Stop the sinning or you finish. Yeah, the Most High, he gon' get you. Gotta go out in the streets and teach and gather the flock. Lace my boots, get off my ass, cause this truth can't be stopped. It's a dire need for my people who need to be taught. The Most High
call me an answer. Who gonna punch that clock? Who gonna go to the block? Who gonna get to the flock? Prophesy non-stop. Who gonna teach this truth? Who gonna lace up their boots? Hit the streets, let's move. Shake the hand and regroup. The Most High.
Y'all understand why we gotta come to the projects, something like that? Because y'all are the children of Israel.
That's right.
Y'all are God's chosen people. Y'all don't even know it. So when Christ come back, you ever heard the rapture? You ever heard the Christian church say the rapture? Guess what? That rapture is just for y'all. It's not for nobody else. He's coming with his chariots to come pick y'all up.
That's right.
Look what he's saying. Go to 68. Go to 68. So he's coming to pick us up. But there's only one way that we're going to get delivered from all this. Aren't y'all tired of what's going on out here?
Yes, sir.
Aren't y'all tired of the shooting?
Yes, sir.
The prostituting out our people, the drugs. You see people all strung out here, and that's probably somebody y'all grew up with. You're like, man, what happened to them? These are curses. We're going to go through these curses. Watch this, read that.
Deuteronomy 28, verse 68.
So tell me who this is right here. Tell me who this is, read.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt.
It says, the Lord's going to bring you into Egypt. Now remember, we went to Egypt. But how did we walk right out of Egypt? Keep reading.
Into Egypt again with ships.
So we went to Egypt. We walked to Egypt, and guess what? We came out of Egypt, right? We walked. Remember? He had the part of the Red Sea. We was walking. So, but he says this time, read it from the top again.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt.
Egypt.
Again with ships.
Now watch this. Let me show you what Egypt means. You're going to understand it like this is how you know God is black, because he talk hip talk.
Right.
He talks. He got a little slang in him too. He said, "I'm gonna throw it down." You know, he talks slang. That's how you know we his people. Watch, read that.
Exodus 20 and verse 2.
Read.
I am the Lord thy God, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt.
Out of the land of Egypt. He's gonna tell you what it is right now. Read.
Out of the house of bondage.
So what is Egypt? He just told you. I'm gonna bring you out of Egypt. Out of what? Bondage. What's another word for bondage? Prison or what? Slavery. Captivity or slavery. So he's saying, I am the Lord who brought you out of captivity, out of bondage. Now go back and read, and put the word in there instead of
yes, sir.
Read.
And the Lord shall bring thee into slavery again with ships.
How did we get over here? Yeah, but how did we get to America? He said, read it again.
And the Lord shall bring thee into slavery again with ships.
So how did we get over here? With what? With transportation. It's on there. The boats, the ships, right? He said, I'm going to bring you into Egypt. What were we doing in Egypt? When you read, y'all read the Bible before, right? Why did Moses have to go and say, let my people go? What was they into? They were what? They were slaves. So he said, guess what? The Lord said, he's hip talk. He said, okay, y'all keep doing wrong like he brought out. He said, I'm going to bring you into slavery again, but this time with slave ships, because you will not listen to my law. Did that happen to us? It's right there. That's the picture right there. That is an actual picture that the white people drew in a book. They know how we was in there. So I'm going to bring you into Egypt again with ships. So slavery again. Read.
By the way whereof I spake unto thee.
Just like I said, it's going to happen like that. Read.
Thou shalt see it no more again.
He said, we're not going to see our homeland again. Okay, so people say our homeland Africa. Well, Really, Israel is on the northeast corner of Africa. That is part of Africa. But they use the Suez Canal and cut it off and say, oh no, that's the Middle East. So if anybody ever tell y'all that's the Middle East, ask them where the Middle West is. Ask them where the Middle North is and the Middle South. There's no such thing. Because he wants y'all to put in y'all head that Christ looked like an Arab. No, he's black. That was the land of Canaan. Canaan are African Nilots.
Right.
So Christ is black. But they trying to play mind games. This whole, everything you know, all this is just a big old mind game, so you won't wake up to the truth. Read.
Thou shalt see it no more again.
As a people, we're not going to see our homeland again. Have all of us been back to Israel yet? Have we been to Africa as a people? All of us, not just one or two people. No, we haven't been there. We've been over here, what? In slavery. We're still in slavery. We still in slavery. You see what Donald Trump doing right now? Y'all haven't looked at TikTok and that dude named Chud or whatever like that? You ever seen him? He walking around Nashville and different places. He'll come over here and he'll try to get you started. He'll say, yeah, look, you nigga, you chimping out. You chimping out to get you, and he'll have a camera on you. He say he chimping out, and he have a gun. So if you try to touch him, he'll shoot you. He wants to shoot you. Do your friend, would your friend do that to you? No. Read it again. Read top.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
Slavery again.
With ships.
With slave ships. Read.
By the way whereof I spake unto thee.
Just like I said, it's going to happen just like this.
Thou shalt see it no more again.
But you're not going to see your homeland again as a people until Christ come back. Read.
And there ye shall be sold unto your enemy.
Do you remember who the enemy was he was telling you earlier? The devil. But what people? The white people. So he said what? You going to be what?
And there ye shall be sold unto your enemies for bondmen and bondwomen, and no man shall buy you. Buy
you is a Quaker word that means no man can redeem you. They can't save you from this thing. Martin Luther King tried, Malcolm X tried, Mark Vesey, Gabriel Prosser, all of them tried. Marcus Garvey, Harriet Tubman, they all tried to get us out of our condition. It's not going to happen because we're under curses. He said, I'm going to bring you into this again. And that's what's going on with us. That's why we live in the projects right now. They know. Why do you think they have so much economic wealth and we live in check for check? We get a check and it's gone. And then we got to wait till we get paid again. But guess what? They got economic wealth. They can pass on land, houses, cars, everything to their family. We can't do that. We ain't got it like that. Why? Because we're cursed. Go to Hosea 5 and 15. Now, this is why this happened. Hosea 5 and 15. This is why this happened to us. You never heard it like this before, huh? I was saying the Christian church ain't telling you that because they created the Christian church, even the black Christian church.
That's right.
If you ever get a chance, watch this movie called Goodbye Uncle Tom. It tells you what happened. It's a 70s movie the Italians made, not thinking we was going to catch on to it. They told you. They will go into your churches and they will watch you. And you have to teach what they want you to teach. You can't teach what we teach you right now. You'll get killed for that. You have to say, slaves obey your master. That's not what he want to say. It says servants obey your master. If I have a job, guess what? I'm a servant. The master of the job is the one who owns the company. Obey them. Because then when you go further, he even tell you, pay them what they earn. Did we get paid in slavery? Oh, we didn't get paid. No, we picked all that cotton. We can't even get 2 free cotton t-shirts at Walmart. That's slavery. Read that.
Hosea 5 verse 15. I will go and return to my place.
So the Lord said this. He said, because y'all disobedient, you won't keep my commandments. I'm going to go and return to my place. Read.
Till they acknowledge their offense.
Until you acknowledge what you did wrong. This Bible is a whole book of laws. When it says thou shalt not kill, thou shalt not commit adultery, it's more laws than that, because they tell you don't defile your temple. So no more cigarettes, no more vaping, no more cigars, no more weed. He said no more whoremongering. If you're not married, you shouldn't be having sex. But he said, nah, read it from the top again.
I will go and return to my place.
So the Lord said, I'm going to leave y'all alone. And when I leave you alone, you're not under my protection anymore. Read.
Till they acknowledge their offense.
Till you realize what you did wrong. Read.
And seek my face.
We got to read the Bible to seek his face. His face is in the Bible. We have to read the Bible and say, Lord, what do you require of us? What do you want? So we got to read the Bible. Because guess what? When we was in slavery, they took all that from us. We couldn't read, remember? That's the reason they didn't want us to read, because what happened was the Haitians started reading the Bible, and they had an uprising. They got their freedom. So, but they said, nah, we can't let, this place is the place where Judah dwells at. That's the same, as both of y'all, are y'all African Americans? Do you know Jesus Christ is an African American too? That's what he would be right now. He would be an African American because he would be considered an African American today, because this is where the so-called Judah went. Remember, give me Hebrews 7:14. I'm stumbling on my words, but give me Hebrews 7:14. Let me show you something. This is how you know Jesus Christ right now would be an African American. Read.
Hebrews 7:14. For it is evident that our Lord sprang.
Who is our Lord? Jesus Christ, right? Read.
Sprang out of Judah.
He came out of Judah. What does that sign say right there? Who is the African American? What's
American
the name?
black.
That's the American blacks. Jesus Christ would be American black right now if he was here right now.
That's right.
Because his lineage and all the people him came to this part. Also on this part is the Native Americans. That's our brothers too. I'm Native American, but that's the tribe of Gad. Also in the south, when you go to Florida, that's the tribe of Reuben. It's all in the Bible, but it's a long story how to get there. It's all in the Bible. That's the tribe of Reuben. So all these 12 tribes are here and go down to South America. You can see the sign right there. So if you're African American, Christ's blood runs in y'all veins. That's y'all related to Jesus Christ. You understand that? That's the greatest thing in the world. Go back to where you were. Read it again.
Hosea 5:15.
Read.
I will go and return to my place.
All right.
Till they acknowledge their offense.
Until you acknowledge, read.
And seek my face.
And read the Bible to see what he wants. He gave us laws. He said, I want you to do this, 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 this. I don't want you to do that. We got to go back and do that. Let me see. You got kids? You got 3? So let me ask you a question. If you tell your kid to do something and you don't do it, what you going to do? You going to get mad. What else you going to do? On punishment, right? You can whip him. You can put him on punishment. Guess what? That's what the Lord did to us.
That's right.
Read.
In their affliction.
In your affliction, when you get that whipping, read.
They will seek me early.
Then we're going to look out for the Lord. Just like if your kid did the same thing. You tell your child, don't put your finger in that light socket. And he go ahead and put that finger in the light socket. Right? But he didn't get electrocuted. But you know if he keep doing that, he's going to eventually get electrocuted. And you ain't gonna whip his ass? I will beat my son's ass because I don't want him to get electrocuted. So that's the same thing with us. We have to beat us. We have to teach them. And some of them we have to teach harshly, or some of them you can tell them, right? It's dependent on what they did, right? You finished with that one?
Yes, sir.
It's about 12 and verse 10. So, like I said, y'all ain't never heard it like this before because the church ain't gonna teach you like that. All they gonna teach you is like, no weapon formed against me shall prosper. That's what the church gonna say. But wait, all our people out here getting killed, so what you mean? That's a future prophecy. That's why they don't understand that. That's a future prophecy. When Christ come back, we won't be touched by weapons and nothing like that. They can shoot anything at us. It's almost like Superman. They ain't gonna feel it. But they tell you, oh, no weapon formed against me shall prosper. If I pull out a gun right now, I guarantee you I can shoot you. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lie. That's all lies from the Christian church. They just want a feel-good story. But we out here to tell you, thus saith the Lord. Read that.
Sirach 12 and verse 10.
Read.
Never trust thine enemy.
Who's your enemy?
The devil.
And what group of people is the devil? White people. Read it again. So this is what he's telling you.
Never trust thine enemy.
Never trust your enemy. Would your friend put them marks on your back like that? Oh, that's a real man right there. That's a real picture of this man. I don't know if y'all saw that Will Smith movie. What's the name of that movie? Emancipation. That's that man. That's the story of this man right here. Your friend ain't gonna do that. So he said, never trust your enemy, right? We go to their court system and you be wondering like, how the hell that police get off that put his neck on George Floyd? You know, how the hell Ahmaud Arbery could run around his neighborhood and these white people could chase after him and then shoot him and they get all scot-free? Because he says, never trust your enemy. Read it.
For like as iron rusteth.
So it says, as iron rust. So guess what? If I dig in the ground right now, and I pull up some metal, and I make a sword, iron rust, right? So as iron rusted, read.
So is his wickedness.
So is his wickedness. As iron rust, so is his wickedness. Read. Read it again. Read that again.
Never trust thine enemy.
Never trust your enemy. Don't be trusting none of these other nations. And there's some of your people you can't trust either, because they'll stab you in the back. But the ones that's keeping God's laws, that's the one that could. So never trust your enemy. Read.
For like as iron rusteth.
So just as iron will rust, so if I dig in the ground, I pull out some metal, I make an iron sword, whatever like that. After a while, that sword gonna start rusting, right? He's telling you this is the same thing this is the same thing the white people are doing. As iron rusted, read.
So is his wickedness.
So is his wickedness. We come into this world, they hate us already. They tell their kids, you better than him. You better than him, right? But then, when you get a little bit older, like our ages right now, what happens? Hey, your best friend in the school. Oh, I want to hang with you. Oh, I want to go to NBA YoungBoy concert with you. That's your friend now, you know what I'm saying? Oh, I want to, Juvenile's in concert tonight downtown. Oh, I want to go to the Juvenile with you. So they supposed to be your friends. So as the iron hasn't rusted yet, but it's about to rust. Read. Read again.
Never trust thine enemy.
Read.
For like as iron rusteth.
As iron rust.
So is his wickedness.
So then now when they get older, what they say? We'll say Black Lives Matter. What they'll tell you? No, all lives matter.
All lives matter.
So okay, nobody said all lives didn't matter. But if I'm in one of these projects right here, if that building right there, the first one is on fire, am I gonna go put water on the other building? No, I'm gonna worry about that first building right there, right? So that's the Black Lives Matter right there. The other one's the All Lives Matter. Okay, let's handle which one is on fire right now. We the ones that's on fire right now. We the one that's being discriminated against, right?
Right.
We the ones who losing our jobs because Trump is saying DEI. We don't want our Hispanic brothers and sisters being taken and brought across the border again, but they letting the Ukraine people come over here. They letting Ukraine. What color is the Ukraine people? They white, right? That's your enemy, right? But they let them come over here, but they kicking the Haitians out. What color are the Haitians? They black. They kicking the Hispanics out. They're brown, but that's still our people. You see what's going? Read it again.
Never trust thine enemy.
Never trust your enemy. And we know who the enemy is. Read.
For like as iron rusteth.
Because if iron rust, read.
So is his wickedness.
So you're going to start seeing how wicked he really is. Think about what's going on right now. We're in the projects, but if you notice, there's a lot of boarded up projects in there, right? But that's not only here. That's in Willow Homes. That's in West Side. Why are they doing that? You know why? Because in California right now, California was still on fire. All them people lost it. They say, you can come over here. We gonna move them black people out the way. We don't care where they gotta go. We gonna move them out the way. We gonna build up nice things where they can't afford. $2,000 and $3,000 homes, that's high rises. That's all over downtown now. They can't afford that. That's where you're gonna take their spots. So that's why they're closing the projects right now. And they ain't got no place for us to go now. For our people that don't have money. You see how wicked and evil this world is? That's right. Your enemy. Read.
Though he humble himself.
So he'll humble himself. He'll say, he'll come to you, say, hey, I got a job for you, or you my friend, you my black friend, we go party together, whatever like that. We go to the club and we'll drink a bud and a Michelob together. Read.
And go crouching.
He'll go crouching. Hey, I believe what y'all doing. I appreciate y'all. He'll go crouching. He'll say to you, read.
Yeah, take good heed.
He said, but they say, the Lord saying this, take heed of him. Because he don't do nothing unless he has a purpose, unless he has something he could benefit off of it. Read.
And beware of him.
And beware of him. The Bible told you beware of your enemy. Who's the enemy? Your white man. That's your enemy. He said beware of him. Read.
I won't do that no more.
And thou shalt be unto him as if thou hast white a looking glass.
So you beware of him. Don't give him too much of your time, or eventually he gonna show himself. And it's gonna be like wiping a looking glass. When you take a shower and it's all fogged up, but all of a sudden when you wipe that looking glass, you see your reflection. You're gonna see his reflection in that house. That's what the Bible's telling you right now. A lot of people don't realize that. That's why I said we can't trust those people.
Can't trust nobody.
They gave us. Guess what? When we was in slavery, we could build anything. We could farm, we could get everything. But once we got out of slavery, they took all that from us. They said, okay, we're going to feed y'all now. We're going to give you this, we're going to get, and now, look what's happening in the grocery store right now. You see how much food is now? I remember back in the days, we could go to the grocery store, pay $100, and my whole shopping cart would be full. I went 2 days ago, I got 2 12-packs of cans of Sprite and some meat, and I paid $50. I got a little brisket. $50, bro. That's 3 things. You see what they doing? But guess what? They make all the money. They ain't got to worry about, you know, we got to live check to check. We got to, you know, this is what they doing us. They hate us with a passion. Y'all understand? I know y'all understand what I'm saying. I'm about to show you that. Is that, you finished with that?
No, sir.
Read that. I'm going to show you. Then we go to Hosea 4:1. I'm going to show you why. Read.
And thou shalt know that his rust have not been altogether wiped away.
So his rust is not wiped away. You're going to see, that's still a wicked MF. That's still a wicked Negro. Now he ain't no Negro, that's still a wicked white man. He said, then you're going to know his rust is still there. You know what I'm saying? So what? Now go to Hosea 4:1. I'm going to show you. Now she asked the beautiful question, it's an amazing question. Why is this happening? Why? And the Lord tells you. He tells you in this Bible why it's happening. Yeah, what school you go to? All right, Chattanooga, Georgia. Pretty smart then, huh? What you study? It's a charter school? Yeah, they don't let everybody in there. They don't let everybody in there. All right, let's go.
Hosea 4:1.
Now watch this. She asked, why? Why did it happen? Read it.
Hear the word of the Lord, ye children of Israel.
Remember, y'all, we all are the children of Israel. So he's talking only to us. He don't talk to nobody else. He don't talk to Arabs. He don't talk to Chinese, Japanese. We his people. He only talks to us. Read.
For the Lord hath a controversy with the inhabitants of the land.
He said the Lord has a disagreement with us. So he's looking at what we're doing. He said, nah, I got a problem with y'all. This is what the Lord said. Read.
Because there is no truth.
He said there is no truth in the land. Read. Go to the truth. You can let the other one go, but just keep that one.
Yes, sir.
Watch. He says no truth. The Bible has its own dictionary. So when you hear there's no truth, so what does the Lord mean by that? The Bible gonna tell you what truth is. Read that.
Psalms 119:142.
Now watch. This is the truth. This is what the truth is. Read.
Thy righteousness is an everlasting righteousness, and thy law is the truth.
So what is the truth? What's the truth? You just said it. Say, read again. Watch.
Thy righteousness is an everlasting righteousness.
Tell me what this is. Tell me what the law is. Read.
And thy law is the truth.
The law of God is the truth, right? Go back and read it. And now y'all understand what the truth is. That's how you read the Bible. It's precept upon precept. You're gonna see something. It's gonna tell you what it means somewhere else. That's the way the Lord made it. He made it for y'all to understand it. Nobody else. Read that.
Right. Hosea 4:1.
Read.
Hear the word of the Lord, ye children of Israel.
So hear the word, you children of Israel, blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Read.
For the Lord have a controversy with the inhabitants of the land.
So the Lord has a disagreement with the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans right now. Read.
Because there is no truth.
What is truth? What was truth again? What was the truth? Remember he said, thy righteousness is an everlasting righteousness, and thy law is the truth. Read that part again right there. There is no what?
Because there is no truth.
There is no law in the land. There wouldn't be gunshots right here and people shooting at people if we had laws, right? People wouldn't be out here prostituting themselves or drug use or something like that if it was like that, right? It wouldn't be like that. So there is no law here. This is why the Lord put us there. You ask why? Because we're not keeping his laws. Read.
Right. No mercy.
There is no mercy here. I step on somebody's jeans, they're ready to kill me. I come over here, I say something to somebody's mama. She might have cussed me out. I say something, and they ready to kill me, right? Read.
Nor knowledge of God in the land.
So there's no knowledge of God in the land. The knowledge is in the Bible. If God says, don't smoke, we're not supposed to smoke. What does it say on the side of a cigarette box? There's a warning on there.
A warning.
It says it could kill you, right? But why are we smoking when even the white people say it's going to kill you? You understand? We're going to get lung cancer. We're going to have a little thing in our mouth. I wanted to do it. You know what I'm saying? You know that little voice box? I wanted to do that. I can't do this no more because I smoke cigarettes all my goddamn life. And you see them crazy white people be on there. Well, guess what? It's gonna happen to us. I'm telling you, that's what's gonna happen. So we gotta stop. We gotta stop doing that, right? Read.
By swearing.
By swearing. All the time you hear people out there, I put that on God. That's what he means by swearing. You can't put nothing on God. Because God don't know you lying. Exactly, and God ain't on your time. He's not on your time. You can't say I put that on God. No, you can't put nothing on God because you say, man, I tell you what, he called my mom or something, I put that on God, I'm gonna bust his head. But before he do that, God will have somebody hit him before it happens. You understand? You can't put this on it by swearing, read.
And lying.
And lying. You know people out here lie like a mug, right? It's nothing but guess what? The churches is lying to us. The government is lying to us.
Right.
You know, the Bible tells us that we're not supposed to eat pork. Did y'all know that? But guess what? What do they say on TV? Pork is the other white meat. They want us to eat pork because they know it's going to cause gout. It's going to cause all kind of stuff in our bodies. It's bad for us. You can take a pig. You can put poison in that pig. He's not going to die because he's full of poison. He's full of poison. God said, I don't want y'all eating no pig. I made the pig to clean the nasty one, the filthy animal in my children. Right? Like you know, they got some herbs out here on the ground like poison ivy or poison oak or something like that. Are you gonna let your kids eat that? No. So just like God said, I don't want you eating that poison. Just like you ain't gonna let your kids eat that poison, right? Read.
And killing.
And killing. Y'all hear it every day out here. There's something going on. We see it on the news. It's killing. That's why he has a problem with us. That's why everything bad is happening to us. But guess what? Now that y'all know y'all Israelites, all this stuff can stop for y'all. Yeah. Because y'all not here because of coincidence. God saw something in each one of y'all to say, come over here and listen to this word.
Right.
There's no such thing as coincidences. Give me Deuteronomy 10, verse 12. So now that y'all know y'all Israelites and we supposed to be keeping the commandments, let me show you what God requires of y'all. We look. I got brothers over here. I'm not going to say which one. They were serious gangbangers. They might have killed somebody. But we heard this word, and God turned our life around. Me, I couldn't stand my people. I was living in Knoxville, in Farragut, in the rich area. Man, I'm not going around with my people, so they going to kill me. But guess what? I love my people now. I understand now. I got to be around my people, helping my people out. Y'all my people. That's why I'm out here. Because I love y'all. Right? Read that.
Deuteronomy chapter 10 and verse 12.
Read.
And now, Israel, what doth the Lord thy God require of thee?
So all y'all out here, you blacks and Hispanics, God, what does God require of every last one? Hey, how you doing, sis? You doing good? Oh, praise. Keep her here for a second, because when I finish this part, I want to ask her a question. Because hey, that's the one thing we about as our young kids, man. We about that. Yeah, we about our youth. Read again.
And now, Israel, what doth the Lord thy God require of thee?
So he said, what does God require of all of us out here? Read.
But to fear the Lord thy God.
To fear the Lord means you have to keep his commandments. Because you got to realize, if God says thou shalt not kill, you got to realize if you kill somebody, God going to get you back. So that's the fear, right? That's the fear of the Lord, right? Read.
To walk in all his ways.
So he said walk in his ways. We got to read this Bible to see how I'm supposed to walk. Okay, can I eat pork? No, because God didn't eat pork. Say, how am I supposed to dress like sisters? Well, for one thing, women not supposed to be showing their cleavage or the butt cheeks or nothing like that. Why? Because you're going to make a man lust. And then a man he ain't gonna want to see you as a wife. He want to see you as a baby mama now. All he wanted is sex from you now. He don't want to marry you. So we gotta get out of that. We gotta get out of that, right? Read.
And to love him.
And to love him. To love him means to keep his commandments. Because if you love the Lord, you're gonna keep the commandments of God. Right? Read.
And to serve the Lord thy God with all thy heart.
The heart is the mind. A lot of people think this is the heart. That's just a vessel that's pumping blood, but your heart is your mind. So you got to love him with your mind. Read.
And with all thy soul.
All thy soul, you have to serve him. So I got a question. I want to, little sister, what's your name? All right, all praise. That's a beautiful little sister, man. Jalasia. Okay, Jalasia. Hey, let me ask you a question. I want you to point to Jesus Christ on these pictures. Point to Jesus Christ. All right. So she said that's Jesus Christ, right? All right. So watch this, Jalasia. We're gonna play baseball. What happens when you get 3 strikes in baseball? You're out, right? So watch this. Go there. Give me Revelations. We're gonna start at verse 1 and 1.
Revelations 1 and verse 1.
So let's see if this Jesus Christ. I want you to see. We're gonna play baseball on this man right here. Read.
The revelation of Jesus Christ,
So that means the revealing. It's gonna reveal what Jesus Christ looked like, right? Read.
which God gave unto him, to show unto his servants things which must shortly come to pass.
Because there's gonna come a time where somebody's gonna lie to you and tell you what Jesus Christ don't look like. So get to the point. So verse 14.
Verse 14.
Read.
His head and his hair were white like wool.
So they said Jesus Christ's head and his hair, so the hair on his face and the hair on his head was white like wool. What animal has woolly hair? Sheep, right?
Yep.
Sheep, all right. So sheep. So Christ had woolly hair. Does this look like woolly hair? Or does it look like horsey hair?
Teach.
That's like horsey hair, right? What about this?
That's sheep hair.
That's sheep hair right there. That looks like a sheep hair, right? So that's strike 1 against this dude, right? Read.
As white as snow.
It's white as snow. Because remember, this is John the Revelator. This is 60 years after Christ died. He's seeing Christ come back. So he said his head and his hair was white like wool. So he had woolly hair, right? Still looked like a young man, but he still had that woolly hair. As white as snow, like this. This is white wool. My brother over there, white wool, right? Read.
And his eyes were as a flame of fire.
Now Christ didn't have laser beams coming out of his eyes, right? What was his first miracle? It was Christ's first miracle. He turned water into wine, right? So watch this, read that.
Genesis 49 and verse 12.
So watch. He's going to tell you what Christ's eyes look like right here. Read.
His eyes shall be red with wine.
So let's be honest right now. How many alcoholics live back here? A lot, right? They be walking around. What color are their eyes? They're red, right? Now Christ was not an alcoholic. He drank wine in moderation. But when black people drank wine, the whites of our eyes turn red. Does this man look like he got red eyes? What about that man right there? Look at him. He drank wine. So guess what? That's strike what? That's strike 2 against this dude right here, right? So let's keep going now. Let's keep going. We got another one for you. Read.
And his feet.
So his feet. So back then, Christ, they wore sandals. Like if you had no socks on, I could tell what color your feet is, right? And it's the same color as your arms and your face, right? Read.
Like unto fine brass.
What color is brass? Like a trombone or a tuba. What color is that? It's a brown color, right? It's like a goldish brown, right? So he said Christ, his feet, and his whole body, his skin, was like that goldish brown color. But watch this, read.
As if they burned in a furnace.
If I take anything and put it in the furnace, what color it comes? If I take toast and put it in the toast and leave it for too long, what color it's gonna be?
Black.
If I take rice and just leave it burning, what color it's gonna be?
Black.
So what you think? What color you think Christ is?
Black.
That's
That man
right.
look black? No. Does that man look black? Like a black man right there? Guess what? Christ looked just like you.
That's right.
That's right.
Christ looked just like you. All praise to the Most High, right? So that's why when we come out here, I look at my people and I see the state y'all in. But I still see Christ in y'all. Because what he said? He said in Revelations 2 that go to Revelation 2 and 9. Let me show you something. Those people over in Israel right now, those white people, they took your identity. That's your identity. You are the real Israelites. You are the real
Right.
Jews. Because if Christ looked like that, we look like that. Why they don't look like that? They look like this, right? They lied to it. It's a lie. So what did I say earlier? Never trust your what? Your enemy. Right? They lied. They saying they Jesus Christ. So when you look at a white person, you go like, oh, I can't do nothing to him. They can run around the projects and never get hurt. Well, let our people run
Teach
around.
up.
We'll get hurt because guess what? When we mentally see them as something better than us, we always want to invite them to the cookout. I don't want them at my cookout. They'll be bringing potato salad with raisins in there. I don't want that. I don't want that nasty stuff. I don't want them at my cookout. I know what my cookout got. I know what black people can do. I know what Hispanic people do. We cook. We get it in, right?
Right.
Read that.
Revelations 2 and verse 9.
Revelation 2 and 9. Now watch this. Listen to this.
I know thy words.
The Lord is talking to you, us. He said, I know y'all works. I know how hard y'all got it out here. Read.
And tribulation.
And I know the hardness that y'all going through. It's hard to get a good job. You know, you got to work at the 9 to 5. Sometimes you got to work 18 hours a day just to pay your rent and just to have groceries. I know what you're going through. There was a reason you're going through that, because we was all disobedient. But he said, I know, I see it. Read.
And poverty.
He said, I know your poverty. I know you live in the projects. I know you live in the scatter sites. Let me ask you a question. If any city in the United States, if I want to find where the group of my people at, where I'm going to go. If I go to Nashville, if I go to Chicago, if I go to Chattanooga, where will I find my people? The hood. The hood. So guess what? He said, I know your poverty. As a people, we are impoverished people. We're impoverished. He know what we're going through. Read.
But thou art rich.
He said, but guess what? Y'all don't even know it, but y'all rich. The reason y'all rich, because guess what? All these promises in this Bible is for every last one of y'all. When that time comes, when Christ come back and y'all keeping the commandments, do y'all know y'all going to rule this world?
Right.
We are joint heirs with Christ. We're going to rule this whole entire world. You ain't going to be hearing about no black person getting shot up no more. You ain't going to hear a white person hanging us like they did down in Mississippi. You ain't going to hear about that no more, because we're going to be ruling the earth. So he said, read it again from the top.
I know thy words. And tribulation.
And tribulations. Read.
And poverty.
And poverty. He said, I know it. Read.
But thou art rich.
Y'all rich because the promises are for y'all. Y'all just don't understand what's going to happen when Christ come back and you're keeping the commandments. When Christ come back and you're keeping the commandments, your body's going to change. You're never going to be old again. You're never going to have back pain, any kind of pain no more. That's what's going to happen. Heaven, a lot of people think heaven, we going up to the Lord, or we going to the clouds. No. Heaven is in, I'm going to show you that in a second. I'm going to jump ahead. Read.
Yes, sir. And I know the blasphemy of them which say they are Jews.
So listen to this. He said, I know the blasphemy. I know those serious lies of the people that say they Jews. Remember, we know what the Jews look like this. He said, but I know the blasphemy of the people that say they are Jews. Read.
And are not.
They're not the Jews. We are the Jews. Read.
But are the synagogue of Satan.
He said they're the what? If he say synagogue of Satan, what is Satan? They are the what? The devil.
The devil, the enemy.
He just told you. The people that's over that land right now, that's the devil. There's a spiritual devil, but there's his children are those people over there right now. They are evil as hell. They don't even believe in Jesus Christ. And then they keep saying, you know, they always talk about the first 5 books of Moses. There's more than 5. I mean, there's more than books than that.
Teacher.
But they always look at the Babylonian Talmud. That's their book. It's called the Babylonian Talmud. In there, it tells you can rape a 6-year-old girl. In there, it tells you can kill somebody and you get away with it. That's why they get away with everything. That's in the Talmud. That book is evil. It don't have nothing to do with the Bible. But these are the evil people that's on this earth, that's ruling the earth right now. And all the way we gonna escape from them is by keeping God's commandments. Are you finished with that?
Across the earth, the prophets move. From city streets to distant lands, the message is the same. Israel must rise. Through every quest, every journey, the truth spreads. No border can contain it. No distance can silence it. Our nation lives in every moment. In joy, we celebrate marriages. In sorrow, we honor our dead. On the Sabbath, we gather as one. Families rejoicing together, bound by the commandments of God. Yet are we tried. From the stones in Kenya to the hatred in Montana, we endure as a soldier of the Lord. And still, the mission expands. On the airwaves, on the screens, in every nation under heaven, Israel's voice is heard. We build our communities. We raise our children in royalty. We restore what was broken. We clean what was defiled. We show the world who we are. This is Israel united in Christ. Nation in motion. Nation endures.